Hey, it's Culture Shocked. I'm Angie. That's Travis.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we really like horror movies, and we like to talk about scenarios in horror movies. Many, many times we've talked about this. And by many, many times, I mean...
We did it last episode.
We did. And at the height of The Walking Dead, we used to talk about this a lot.
It's true.
Yeah. We were a little bit obsessed with Walking Dead, and rightfully so. The first 2 or 3 seasons were really decent.
Yeah.
So what are some of your favorite horror scenarios?
A lot of it has to do, like, my horror scenarios are, like, for, like, just kind of a good horror movie and maybe something that sets up a good story is when something happens to the town you're in.
Okay.
So, for example, Salem's Lot, Stephen King.
Yeah.
The town gets taken over by vampires, and that's cool. Also, Midnight Mass.
Okay.
You're on an island. Like, that's really cool. Vampires again.
Yeah.
I like stuff like that where you're noticing the town is changing, things are happening, and it's kind of a slow realization. I also really like movies that feel, or stories that feel like it's inescapable.
Okay.
There's nothing you can do to get away. This is going to follow you. And so you have to, like, watching the film, you have to confront it. Because there's a lot of movies, and I brought this up last podcast.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of movies, just leave. Just, like, Barbarian.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Just leave.
Don't be a sneaky Pete. You don't have to go investigate.
Just leave.
Bye. Yeah.
Just
That's what I'm always
just
curious
leave.
about. In movies like this, does that sort of scenario-based thinking, does that exist in a movie like Barbarian? Does stuff like that exist in their heads, or is this just completely wipe the slate clean kind of thing, and we don't know we're supposed to run away from things and
like Freddy,
have some sort of intelligence?
like Freddy Krueger. There's no escape. You've got to go to sleep.
Yeah.
You have to sleep. Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th. Like, you're in the woods. Sure, you can leave, try, but you're in the woods.
Yeah.
You've got to hike. There's exposure. Like, you may rather die that way. But, where do you go?
Yeah.
Just my thing is you get on a canoe and go out in the lake. Well, Jason can't drown. He's going to walk on the bottom and get you. So, I mean, there's no escape from, like, Michael Myers. I don't know. Like, that one's a little different. It's more psychological. And there's like...
Can you leave Haddonfield?
You can.
Okay.
You can leave.
Okay.
You can leave Haddonfield. But the thing with Jason is you don't know that he's there because he's only targeting one person. And that's kind of like for Lori, there's no escape. He's going to follow her.
Right.
So it's not like he is a danger to the town, but he's only a danger to her. So for her, there's no escape. So it still works. Like movies that don't have an escape where you can't, like The Exorcist.
Okay.
Like, you can't escape it. You've got to confront that.
Yeah.
And so movies that do that stories that really sell that. I really like werewolf movies.
Nice.
Vampire movies are really great for me. But those kind of scenarios where you can't, and there's so many different ones, but the ones that I think I like really kind of lean into are where, like, the town gets taken over, and before you realize what's going on, it's too late.
So are we talking something like The Crazies? Which was so
A little,
good.
yeah, like Timothy Oliphant, The Crazies.
The remake. I never
but
saw the
also-
original, but the remake is so
Yeah,
good.
so like even Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Something like that. Well, the Sutherland, Kiefer's dad, the Donald Sutherland version of that film is so great. Jeff Goldblum, Leonard Nimoy, like such a good movie. Where like you cannot escape it. There's nothing you can do. And it's also kind of why I like Twilight Zone. Like a lot of those Twilight Zone episodes they're inescapable. Like you just have to deal with what you have and try to beat it. And oftentimes the characters can't.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, so hypothetically, and again, we've talked about this at length because we used to watch The Walking Dead a lot.
Yeah.
Would we survive in a zombie apocalypse?
No. I used to think I would.
Yeah.
There's
I'm
no.
too old for this. Yeah,
like my thing
I'm not
is,
making it.
like, you're gonna die because, well, people always have that thought, like, oh yeah, I would survive. Okay, well, where are you gonna find running water?
Yeah.
The question one, and then none of you people can hunt. I know we're in North Central Wichita Falls, and we have hunters, but okay, you're gonna get food, but where's your water? Can't drink from a lake.
No, not
Gonna
around
die.
here. Oh my god.
Gonna die.
Yeah.
Lake water's poison. It'll kill you. So where are you going to go get water?
So you mean we're not going to be able to go out to Lake Wichita and just scoop up a bale of water
you're going to die.
good to go?
So that's the thing. Like, people don't think about that. Like, and here's another scenario. Like, this is a scary movie scenario. Like, here's another scenario. Like, it's inescapable. And this is scary movie. The power goes out.
Yeah.
So the power goes out, and think about what you lose. You lose your phone. You lose the internet. You lose gas. They're all electric. You have no access to your money. Money actually means nothing now.
Money means nothing.
Since the power went out.
Yeah.
You go to the grocery store, it's been ransacked. Nothing can be refrigerated anymore. So everything will spoil.
You got no heating and AC.
Heating and AC's out.
Around here, AC, kind of a big deal. So, yeah, either we're going further
And we
up
just
north.
had a blizzard in February that had the power gone out, it would have killed many people.
Yeah.
So, like, turn the power off. That's a scary movie. Someone hacks the power grid.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, someone hacks the power grid. That's terrifying. No phone, no TV,
Well, and think
no
about
stove, no microwave, no refrigerator, no AC, no heater, no water,
Well,
no
and think
gasoline,
about
no
where-
cars.
Well, think about where we are right now with as hot as it gets in Texas, and now we have the infinite wisdom of bringing data centers to water. How do I phrase this? Around areas that really rely on water and don't have a whole lot of it because we're prone to droughts. But let's bring in data centers that suck up and then have them the ridiculousness of them telling us, oh, yeah, but it doesn't work like that. They do it a different way now. That was an outdated way. Yeah, I'm not believing that. So, yeah, we got data centers that are yanking on the grid.
Our prices are about to go up for electricity.
Gosh, yes. Yeah, we're fixing to
What we're
live a
paying.
horror movie in the summertime.
So, I mean, but there's just like, think about it. Like, you're like, well, I'll just go to water. You're going to, how? How do you go to water? So you know where it is. How do you get there? You're going to run out of gas. You can't, like,
I mean, there's only so much you can siphon before it's all gone.
can you use tools to build a shelter? Can you use tools to build a wagon? Can you buy oxen? Like, congratulations, our power went out. It is 1755.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Like, we have time traveled in my Adidas hoodie to 1755. And I can't.
It's a good time.
I can't make a log cabin. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to make a
shocked.
wagon.
What?
Like, that's
You're
the thing.
a man, dude.
Well,
I thought it was just inherent.
no.
I thought you were just born with the knowledge to be able to build and craft things.
Did you have the knowledge to be born to go in a kitchen and make anything from scratch?
No, I got a mom for
Okay,
that.
there we go. So I'm just saying, like, it's just one of those deals. Like, that's a really scary movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's congratulations. We now live in the little house on the prairie.
Exactly,
Universe. This is where we are. This is your life. And the population, like, so to me, it's like a war movie, like China or Russia. They hack into the power grids. They turn them off. Here's the thing, like, there's no World War III where you have to launch nukes. If you can just hack the power grid and turn everyone's power off in America
Yeah.
for 6 months, when you come and invade and land, we will speak Chinese, like Mandarin.
Oh, yeah.
We will learn Russian, and we are now Russian. Give us water. Can you give us food now?
I'm not worried about Iran and their nuclear capabilities. I'm not worried about North Korea and its nuclear capabilities. I'm worried about China, North Korea, and Russia, like you just said, being able to hack into all of our stuff, shut it down, and drop us back 200 years.
That's so like when you talk about like scenarios and like scary, like so turning the power off and what I mentioned earlier about something inescapable, which that other scenario that I just talked about at length is inescapable.
Yeah.
So if you are put in that scenario. So anyway, those are mine. What are yours? Do you have time? Do you want to talk about it when we come back from break or?
Oh, I can talk about it real quick.
Yeah, do it.
I want to talk about scenarios that I think you just mentioned the scenario that frightens me more than anything that I don't think I could survive, and that's a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
I do think I could survive vampires. I'm good to go.
And like a good vampire movie.
I got stakes.
Vampire movies are
I got a cross.
the bomb.
Yeah.
I love a good vampire movie.
And if I get turned into a vampire, I'm okay with that.
Vampire films like The Lost Boys, great. Like just good vampire movies. Salem's Lot, like just good vampire movies.
Yeah.
Like I love, and I don't like when vampires are like romanticized. Like what is that movie called? Night Shift on Netflix with Jamie Foxx and Snoop Dogg.
That I don't know.
Day Shift. I think it's Day Shift, but he's a vampire hunter by day.
Okay.
Jamie Foxx is, and it's really good. I watched it years ago. It's really good. Vampire movies. I love a good vampire movie, vampire show, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't like when vampires like romanticized. I'm so sick of Dracula. I'm just sick of it. Just stop. Give me just a great vampire movie. So
Like Twilight?
No. Okay. No. I said a good movie, not an abomination.
He's right. Twilight is an abomination. And if you've read the
Damn
book
right.
or you've seen the
Thank
movie
you,
and
Angie.
you still like it, go play in traffic because those are terrible, atrocious representations of vampires.
Well, and it's
like
really
things
not
like
about the
that.
horror either when you read or watch that.
Because it's not horror. There's nothing
not.
there. It's
Right.
romance.
It's
shiny
romance.
vampires
Yes.
and an emo girl.
But it's
Nope.
like toxic. Like it's some of the most toxic love.
It's atrocious.
In those movies.
Well, because it's two idiots, too. That
Yeah.
doesn't help.
Yeah.
Okay, so on that happy note, we'll take a quick break, and then we'll come back and decide about horror scenarios here in Wichita Falls. Hey, we're back.
All right.
Yeah.
So what's your scenario? So
So-
horror movie scenario set in Wichita Falls.
Yeah, we decided we want to create our own ridiculous horror plot set in Wichita Falls.
Dude, I've got two in the pocket. What's yours? I want to hear this.
I don't know that I necessarily have a horror plot, but I would like to see something like The Crazies happen in
Wichita Falls.
That would be,
We're there already. I'm just kidding. JK LOL.
I mean, facts.
JK LOL.
You're not wrong.
I am. I was just kidding. People of Wichita Falls.
We love Wichita Falls. We do.
I do. I live here. I love this town. I do. I want it to be better all the time. So
I live here. I tolerate this town. That's all I got.
okay. So you don't have the crazies.
So The Crazies. That's,
Okay.
That's my thing.
Okay. Cool. Power stays on. We have access to gasoline and food and water while the crazies are happening.
Not necessarily, because the water was a no-go whenever that plane landed in the lake and everybody started getting sick. Yeah, you don't want to touch that water
Well,
anymore.
bottled water.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
If you can get to it. Sure.
I have it. My parents, oh my God, my parents. I'm not joking. They have 12 of like the 40. Yes. Yes.
Shut up. Nuh-uh.
Yeah. 12 of like the 48 packs.
What?
I'm like,
Why?
who needs this much water?
Are they expecting the apocalypse? Do they know something?
Well, they work at a military base. My mom does, so. All right.
And that would make it even more fun since we are a base town.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. All right, what are yours? What's your bizarre plot?
So I have two. So my first one is based more in realism. I would like to see a horror film about the 79 tornado.
I think the 79 tornado was its own horror film. We lived it.
Yeah, well, I didn't.
I didn't either. I was in Vernon and I was 3.
Sure, but I would like to see a film, I mean, kind of along the lines of Twister,
Okay.
but based just in one town where you kind of have people that on this day, you know, the perfect storm or whatever, the right conditions happen and a tornado touches down. And I don't know, I used to watch like made for TV movies where they would it would be like a disaster movie and they would do like an alien invasion or they would do like a natural disaster. And I like shows that like have many characters' perspectives of the same event happening. So they're all affected by this one event in a different way. Like I would like something like I don't want a tornado to happen, but if I was going to make a horror movie that's more based in realism, the weather here is really unpredictable. And Wichita Falls is a great town to, you know, have a setting for that kind of event. So I would say that. I would also say just on the more fiction end, because that could happen and it did, but on the more fiction end, I would do something with werewolves. I would do something with werewolves where it starts as like cattle mutilations and that they can't explain, and then slowly people start dying and one by one. And it's not like they die or they get bit and they turn into a werewolf. Like they're getting killed. And I think it'd be a really cool story to have something like that. And then you've got like these different investigators, not necessarily have to be police, but like different people that come together and they're like a team that try to figure out what's causing this, where is it coming from. And it wouldn't just be Wichita Falls, but it would be Wichita County.
Right. Okay.
So that's Wichita Falls, Burke-Burnett, Iowa Park. You've got Electra. Like you've got all these towns, or like just the area, Holiday.
Sure.
Like you've got all, Lakeside City. Like you've got all these towns, and that would be kind of like the crux of it. Like, man, this is happening all over, and it's happening the same time every month. And so it's one of those scenarios where like you can leave, but it's also like in your head, like, but what are the odds of it happening to me? Yeah. You know, and people, that makes you sit and think like, okay, well, would I leave? Would I stay? And I don't know, like I would like a good werewolf movie here. There are no wolves in this area. There are coyotes. Coyotes, but we don't have any wolves. And so it would be interesting to have, and of course too, I think something that anyone could say, you know, that is more based in realism again, you could do like almost like a True Detective style show in Wichita Falls with like a serial killer.
Oh yeah.
That would be neat.
That would be cool.
In Wichita Falls. And time period matters. So like I like movies that happen in the past, because when you have cell phones and technology, it makes it really easy to solve crimes and to like figure things out faster, which is so great. And I'm so thankful for that we have that. But like if I'm going to write a horror novel.
Yeah, as a plot device, you don't want it to take place current time.
80s, 90s, not early 2000s even.
No.
80s, like 90s and down.
Yeah.
1990s and down. Like Cujo, Netflix is doing Cujo.
Yeah.
And if you watch the movie versus read the book, I read the book. It is brutal, and I've talked about this on a previous podcast. It's a brutal book, And if they go by that, it's not great. It's not going to end well.
Yeah.
I wonder which way they're going to go. Stephen King was his most brutal books I think I ever read. Like, he was very hard on those characters in that novel, the mom and the son. He was very hard on them. And the dog and the other victims of the dog who got rabies, the St. Bernard.
Yeah.
So movies where like you're trapped. So like you could do that anywhere, but I'd like to see something with like Wichita Falls where there's like a werewolf or there's like a disaster and you've got these different people in town and they survive it in different ways and they all have different roles. Maybe you got one guy who's a firefighter, another guy who's a meteorologist or a storm chaser, another guy who, maybe is just a regular, he just works at a gas station or something, or a mechanic or
Just
a teacher.
regular Joe.
Just a regular girl, like a teacher or somebody, like anyone. And I'd like to see something like that. And I'm more into honestly, the quality of movies have gotten less, I have noticed that the quality of premium television shows have gone up.
Oh, without
the quality. So HBO,
Yeah.
Paramount, Netflix, those, AMC, Shudder.
No, I
Like,
love Shudder.
yeah, MGM, like those apps, I really like. So I'd like to see maybe instead of a movie, but maybe something that's set in Wichita Falls where you could, do like what you said, like the Crazies.
Yeah.
Could you imagine 10 episodes or 8, 9, 10 episodes, an hour each, 50 minutes to an hour each, and it's about the Crazies.
I
And
think that would be
in an hour, so it's like 9 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, or like the Werewolf,
Yeah.
8, 9, 10 hours, and it's meant to run like the length, and then you get just a different perspective. Like, I would like that. I would love to see something like that.
I'm with you. I would too. But I'd want it to be like a limited series thing.
Yes,
Like
and then be done.
one season. That's
Yes.
it. No continuation.
No.
We're not trying to sequelize it, prequelize it, nothing like that.
Which is why, I love on HBO, Sharp Objects, Mayor of Easttown, so many great.
Wasn't there one called The Outsider?
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
Stephen King.
Yeah.
Stephen King. And it's so great. I just love, I love one and done,
Yeah.
8, 9, 10 episodes, hour each, and I'd like to see something like that done.
I would too.
With that kind of plot, with those specific plot lines.
I want to see an alien invasion show or movie, either one, that takes place in Wichita Falls.
That's a comedy.
In the 80s.
Would it be mine would be kind of a horror comedy in that scenario.
Mine would be a living, breathing nightmare because,
Okay.
yeah.
Like Close Encounters, but scarier, but scary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aliens are hard to do,
They are. There's nothing easy about alien
which is
movies.
why I have
They're-
mad
those
respect.
are very hit and miss.
Got mad respect for Steven Spielberg,
Yeah.
who can really do a horror film with aliens.
It's a rare miss with that guy. He knows what he's doing.
Well, when he does musicals, he's done everything. He's done nearly everything.
Don't do West Side Story, Steve. That was,
Well,
you
too late. But yeah, I'd like to see maybe a comedy in Wichita Falls. I'd like to see something maybe like what you said, in the style of Parks and Rec
oh gosh.
for 10 episodes. But it's funny. So you've got this investigative team and they go in there in Wichita Falls.
Mm-hmm.
And all the local people, they go all over the place. And it can be scary, parts of it. I'm thinking kind of along the lines of What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh yeah, that was a
Like-
great movie.
Funny, scary,
Yeah.
yeah. And then they made it into a television show.
I did not like the TV show. I like the movie better.
You really are. I can't even do that guy's voice, but I think his last name's Barry. Barry something. He did the announcing for the Oscars. He's got an
nothing.
incredible voice. He's hilarious. Anyway, I'd like to see a scary comedy
Nice. Okay.
in Wichita Falls too, with maybe aliens. That's a good idea.
Nice. All right. So we got to wrap this thing up. So next month is May. May the 4th be with you.
Are we going to get a Star Wars episode, Angie?
It's my holy, 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 high holy holiday of May the 4th be with you. And yes, we will, because I think all the episodes in May will be Star Wars related. So buckle up, buttercups. I got hot takes, and we're not talking about the sequels. I refuse to. If somebody wants to talk about the sequels, get your own podcast and do it, because I'm not doing it.
Like the prequels and the later ones?
No, I'm talking about the original trilogy, the prequel trilogy, and the sequels can suck it.
So 7, 8, 9 you don't want to talk about?
Nope. I mean, I'll talk about it enough to bash it, but my podcast will be banned, and Wayne will tell me, oh, nay.
Can we rank them?
Oh, yeah, we'll rank them.
Okay.
I can already tell you 7, 8, and 9 are going to be at the bottom. They're going to be swirling the drain of the toilet.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. That's what we're looking forward to. Hope you enjoyed this episode. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye, guys.